the freaking thing just went live just now
Oh, on the other channel.
on my YouTube channel. I'm sitting here
Oh,
thinking, like, wait, you just
how
went
come you
live after all this time?
all this nitty gritty conversation?
What in the world? Yo, I'm so mad at YouTube. Like, wait, hold on. This freaking thing. Hold on. I'm just
we,
shocked. Yes, it just went live at all this time.
that's all right.
That's all
That's
right.
all right.
Exactly.
That's all right. Let's pick up from where we left off.
All right, let's pick up from where we left off. I love it. So for those who just coming on to the YouTube channel, we've been on Instagram for about 20 minutes. But make sure to hit the like button when you're coming in. And if you haven't,
Subscribe.
yes, subscribe to the channel. I love it. I love you. So look,
Yeah,
so
I got you, my brother. We in this together. Yes.
I appreciate that. So look, real quick. All right, real
Go
quick.
ahead.
So we're just gonna go back for a second. So what we're having a conversation about on YouTube, we've been on Instagram, is that
Okay.
there's a lot of women who don't necessarily realize that they are living their lives as a
Mhm.
little girl and not a grown woman. And because of this, it's causing a lot of issues in women's lives. Like relationships
It's,
are ending, and she doesn't know why. And part of it
that's
is
right.
because of her inability to communicate with men.
Yeah.
And you brought up a book called him
Emotion.
he motions
Emo.
he motions, right? And what
Yeah.
you were saying was, in a lot of cases, women would come to a man with a problem,
Hmm.
but she already has her own expectation of either how to fix her own problem or what he's going to actually say. And
Hmm.
what transpires because of this is the woman is already thinking about something. So the man gives his solution, and next thing you know, the first thing the woman does is argue his solution to him. And now
Mm.
they're arguing instead of him just simply giving him his perspective on it, right? So,
Hmm.
and we can go even farther because another thing you said is that women overall don't really want the problem solved. She just wants the man or the person that she's talking to agree with her and blame the other person.
That's one aspect.
Uh huh.
And sometimes as women we just want to vent.
Sometimes women just want to vent.
Yeah, sometimes women just want to vent. So, sometimes we vent to our girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
but since our girlfriend is not nearby, we vent to you.
Right. You vent to us, and what
Right.
happens when you try to vent to us the same way you
You,
try to vent to your girlfriend?
you're trying to solve the problem, but we
Right.
don't want the problem solved.
Why don't
We
women want the problem solved though?
read that question and keep it in the back of our conversation, okay? Why don't, because sometimes we just need to blow off some steam, sometimes,
Uh huh.
and sometimes we just need to talk about it, talk it out, and then, you know what? When we've had time to think about it, we have a solution. Well,
Uh huh.
maybe I need to calm down. Maybe I need to be not so emotional. Maybe I need to get my act together and not go to work late
Uh
every
huh.
day. Maybe I need to go into work looking more professional. Just these are just examples.
Right.
Maybe I shouldn't be quick to fly off the handle. Maybe I shouldn't be, you know,
Uh
maybe I
huh.
should listen, be
Right.
quick, swift to hear and slow to speak.
Swift to hear and slow to speak
Slow to
because you have
speak.
two ears and one mouth, right?
That's right.
So
That's
somebody
right.
so somebody just asked, how do we effectively communicate with a man
with a
when
man?
we feel our needs aren't being met? I think that's the biggest
That's a
problem. It's
that's
not
a
about your
good
needs.
question.
It's not about your needs. I need y'all to stop
Hmm.
being so selfish. It's not about your needs being met. There's a problem. And sometimes the problem is not just about you, it's the problem. I need you ladies
Right.
to separate yourself from the actual problem. Okay?
Wait. So what happens when it's the woman that's the actual problem and not the problem?
Exactly. Exactly. That,
So you just say separate yourself from the problem.
uh-huh.
It's like dealing with it with cards, like you're dealing with cards.
Okay.
So what happens when you're the problem and you understand? And a man
Yeah.
feels in his heart, you know what?
And this is the
Maybe,
problem. This is the reason why women can't really get anywhere, because the last thing that the young lady said, when we feel our needs aren't being met, you don't want the problem to be solved. You want somebody to listen to you. You
oh,
want to be
wow,
heard. So
wow.
you're sitting here trying to figure out, like, why isn't he listening to me? The man is listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
But your issue is you want him to focus on you talking versus focusing on the man fixing the problem. So it's like, let me give you a scenario.
Go ahead.
Say you say, oh my God, my car is having so many problems, and I'm
Uh-huh.
so tired of it, right? And then you're
Uh-huh.
going like this, and you look up, and I'm gone, and you like, what, where'd he go? Where do you think I went?
To go see what's going on with
To
my car.
go see, to go to the car, right?
That's right.
And now you're sitting there like, you know what? This is the problem. He just doesn't want to listen to me. I'm at the
Wow.
car with your keys trying to figure out why it won't run. But you're sitting here still venting about the car, and I'm at the car
Wow.
fixing the problem. And now you're mad at me saying, see, you just don't want to listen. I went to the actual problem instead of talking to you about the problem. And this is the
Okay.
thing, right? Go ahead.
Mr. Let Go. No, wait. Okay, because first of all, Miss Home Account said, how do we effectively communicate with a man when we feel our needs are being met?
Right.
And then somebody else said, what if that's not the case?
You
Okay.
got to figure out,
You brought
is the
out,
need different than the problem, right?
wait, Mr. Let Go.
Okay.
Let's talk, because you know we are in one accord.
Uh-huh.
What happens when, and I'm sorry we got to take it there, but we're grown adults,
Mm-hmm.
and let's talk. Let's put our cards on the table.
Uh-huh.
And you know, as I am a pastor, so, and I know I have these problems.
Okay.
Let's say the woman's sexual needs are not being met.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say a couple comes in front of me. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The husband and the wife, and the man is a minute man.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Not to, we don't want to, we don't want to dehumanize the man or make him feel less than.
No, we
Okay.
good. I'm with you. Go
Now,
ahead.
if I'm now as a woman, I have to see, okay, what's the problem? Is it could it be, you know, he's too excited? If he's not too excited, does he need to see a urologist?
Mm-hmm.
Is he open to seeing a urologist?
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to change his diet? Is he open to his diet being changed?
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, you know, that's a scenario. So
Okay.
what happens when the woman is not sexually satisfied and she's trying to tell her mate that, sweetheart, I'm not satisfied?
Right.
How would you take that as a man? How do you respond to that, to the woman's question or to the problem that is in between us, or to the elephant in the room? How does that work out?
Well, am I not being said? Well, that's a different scenario because it's,
Okay, but it is a problem.
but that's a different scenario though, because those are like seven different problems or solutions. Because you got to go to the doctor. Like with the car, you get
What
what
if
I'm
he's
saying?
not open? Yeah, but what if he's not open to the doctor?
That's a different
Because she
situation. We're talking about a
because she
woman having a
said,
problem with the man, and
hmm
the man being a solution oriented. He's gonna go try to fix it. So this is a different situation. It's like eight
right.
different scenarios on this. So let's not go on here because that's a
Okay,
whole
that's
rabbit
fine.
hole. Right. That's a huge rabbit hole because he can
It is
he can have high blood pressure. He can have lupus,
diabetes.
diabetes. So no, that's
Hmm.
no, we don't want to go there. That's too much. So
Okay, there.
another scenario that we talked about before the YouTube live came on is that if a woman, oh, we were talking about the child, right? So let's just go back to
Yes,
this real quick.
yes, yes,
Say you're a mom, right? And you have
yeah,
a hot plate, right? And you left
right.
it on for whatever reason. Say you're trying to warm it up or whatever, right? And you
Hmm.
told your little girl, don't play with that hot plate because it's hot,
That's
right?
right. That's
So
right.
she goes over there and say she has a doll, right? And for whatever
Hmm.
reason, she goes over, she ignores what you said, and she takes her doll and sit it on the hot plate, right? And she
Hmm.
literally witnessed her doll melt and disintegrate on the hot plate, right? So now it's got plastic all over the hot plate, plastic all over the counter, and she goes and tells her mom, and she's just like, mom, mom, mom. She's not going to, because no, you said yourself, no child on earth has ever said, Mom, I didn't listen to
My
you
God.
and I
That's right.
actually did this to myself and I'm upset about it.
Right.
She's gonna turn
That's right.
around and say, the hot plate melted my doll and I'm upset about it, right? So the same
Right.
thing happens with women. When because a lot of times a woman would meet a man and her homegirl or somebody else would say, I heard about him, don't mess with him. Or she'll be like, I can tell he's the same type that you keep choosing. Don't mess with him, right? She turns
Hmm.
around and somebody in her life is usually somebody that's going to say, don't go talk to him, right? She's going to
Right.
try to
Right.
prove the woman wrong, prove the family member wrong, prove the uncle wrong, and she's
That's
going to
right.
turn around and go mess with the dude anyway. And then when
Mm.
he does her wrong, she's going to be just like the little girl and start crying about how
Blame the
he's a
guy.
narcissist and he did this
Yes.
to me and he did that to me
Yes.
instead of taking accountability for her actions. So
And
to a
say I
certain
had no
degree,
business dealing with. I had no business dealing with this guy.
right. So a
Mm.
lot of times women operate like little children. And hold on, and somebody sent me this because I want to play this again. So I want everybody on YouTube to listen to real and make sure to hit the like button when you're coming in. All right, check this out. Hold up. Here's a little girl explaining. Now the little girl actually beat up her brother, but she doesn't
Right.
come in saying this because, of course, she wants her mom. Because just like you said, when a woman has a problem, her main objective is to get the person that she's talking to do what?
To be on her side.
Be on her
To be
side.
on her side.
So listen to how she starts this. Listen to this. And this is how a lot of grown women communicate. I'm going to say this again. This is how a lot of grown women communicate with men. This is what we hear from women all the time. Want me, okay? Oh, hold up. God darn it. Hold up. What? Okay, hold up. Mom, don't want me, okay? And so
He said, Mom, don't want me.
So like, Mom don't want me, okay? So Malachi, obviously, she said obviously. Messing with me, and he was trying to he was hitting me with the chain, and that was my paper, and he was like, I was like, what? He was like, nothing. I was like, what's wrong?
I was like, and then, mama, do not get a flip flop. And then Malachi, I didn't even say nothing back. And then Malachi was like, and then I started to fight him because he wouldn't leave me alone. And I wanted to be lonely.
So now she's pleading her case.
Mama, don't whip me, okay?
At the end, she's literally like, Mama, you got to understand, he won't leave me alone, so I hit him. She literally, she pleads her case in the middle, in the beginning, Mama, don't whoop me, okay? And then at the end, she's like, he won't leave me alone, and that's why I did this and that. She's justifying.
I want to be lonely.
Right. She justified why she did what she did instead of simply just talking about the situation. But her main objective was to get mom on her side and not blame her. But I think the biggest issue is, let me ask you, why do you think women spend so much time needing to blame to be somewhere? Like, somebody has to be blamed. Why can't it just be a problem instead of it being somebody's fault?
Or why can't it be my responsibility or the reason why I'm here?
Right.
It's because I made the wrong decision. I made
right.
Because in life I make mistakes, so I made the wrong decision. Why?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be blamed.
Why?
We don't want to shoulder the blame. Shouldering, that's too much responsibility. That calls me to change.
But what if that
forces me to grow up to change.
So
because change is never comfortable.
So do you think women overall, like the average woman, not every woman, but do you think overall women just don't want to change?
Some are very comfortable. Some people are very comfortable. They don't think that they've ever had to change. Because until somebody told me about myself, I didn't realize I needed to change. I thought, like, okay, I'm growing. I'm a woman. Men are coming at me, or men are attracted to me. So why do I need to change? They come to me anyway, so why do I need to change? Until somebody had the courage.
Yes.
Until somebody had, that I cared about. They said, you know what? You know what I realized? When you don't want to lose somebody because of your bad ways, you'll do what it takes to change into a grown up.
But
I don't know if that makes sense.
But I have a question to that though. How does that?
No, did you understand what I said?
Okay, just repeat it. Did you
understand what I said?
Repeat it again.
I said, until I don't want to lose a person that I value. When they tell me I need to change and this is what I need to do to change, I will. If I want to lose a person, I won't make the changes. But if I don't want to lose a person, I'll do what it takes to make the change.
I don't think a woman would change either way. I think she's going to just justify why she's doing the things that she's doing that is right. And I think she's just going to just be like, well, why don't you change?
So?
I don't think women change. Like,
I think some do. Some do, because I did. I had to change.
During the situation or after the situation?
During the situation.
Okay.
Because he was like, Rachel, you don't know how to communicate. And I never saw it that way.
Okay.
So then I said, well, then teach me how.
Who says teach me how though? Have you?
I did.
Other than you, have you? You're a pastor, so you talk to a lot of different women, just like I did. How often do you hear women say, "Teach me how to change"?
Rare.
You hear that right? I want everybody in the comments who's like getting mad at me. I want you to think about what she just said.
They're mad at you.
Yeah, they're mad at you, but they're mad at me. It's okay. But I want you to think about this. I'm gonna ask the question again.
Well,
how many women actually say I?
Kindlin says she does. She does.
That's cool.
We got one.
We got
We
one.
got one.
But she's probably lying. So look, you know how women be like, "Oh yeah, I was like that that used to be me, and it was like that yesterday." So, oh yeah, I was young and dumb, but what they did was like a week ago. Women never want to take accountability, and they always want to remove themselves from the person that actually did it, even if they did it yesterday. Even if they're still with the person, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm not that person anymore." You're still with the person that you were complaining about. How you? So I'm gonna ask you the question again. How often, because you're a pastor, how often do you hear women say that I want to change and I need you to help me change?
That's very rare.
Very
Extremely
rare. Because I'm not a pastor, but I deal with a lot of women also. And once they come into my coaching group,
you find them, but they're very rare.
Right.
You find them, but they're very rare.
The amount of women that come into my DM blaming somebody else for their unhappiness, like he did this, he did that, versus the women who actually have took the time to make the change. Because if I can help the woman in my DM pretty quick, I'll help her. But overall, I let her know like, yo, I can help you if you can join my coaching group, you can do this, and it's not about money, but I have the ability to help you. But what a lot of times they do is they just hit the like button and go away because they just like, all right, I promise you, I would say out of 1,000 women actually say, I need your help and I need you to teach me how to change. Usually that's the second part, right? The first part is he did this, he did that. I don't know what's going on. Why he can't do this? Sometimes I say, can you get him to do this, or how can I make him do something, right? And I turn around and say, look, this is not a problem that I can just help you with one conversation, but I can teach you how to change. And they'll be like, teach me how to change? I'm like, this is a you thing. So,
this is a you thing.
Right. So this is the next step in order for you to change. Hit the like button and disappear.
Wow.
They'll hit the like button and disappear. You know, they'll drop the little heart and just disappear.
Wow.
And this is not about money. This is not about money because it's because if they say, hey, I don't have the money, I might just let them in anyway, just so I can help them. But overall, they just want to vent. They just want to blame, like I said about the little girl. They just want to be like little girls and say, he did this to me. Fix it for me. Instead of actually wanting to fix the problem. Somebody says, I got what you, hold on, I missed it. Somebody says maybe they didn't have an example of how to be a proper partner. Let's talk about that. When you first came in, you said that the biggest problem is women aren't, go ahead. You said women aren't necessarily taught.
Women aren't taught at an early age how to communicate effectively.
Right. So how do we deal with that in particular, in your opinion?
That takes work. It takes work.
What's the work?
It takes work. It takes, first of all, taking it into accountability that, okay, I need to change some things that are going on in me. I need to learn how to communicate effectively because obviously what I'm doing is not working for this relationship.
What I've been doing for the last 30 years of my life has not been working.
Yeah. So there needs to be a change.
How many of you can really understand what she just said? You're 30 years old, you're 28 years old, you're 37 years old, and you keep running into the same problems. Most likely it's because your methods of dealing with life is not working, and it will behoove you to change up what you're actually doing or not doing. Because some of you guys aren't doing some stuff that you could be doing better. But go ahead.
Because wherever you go, there you are.
Ooh. In the men, in the friends, in the coworkers,
Yeah.
you are
Wherever you go.
there.
Yes. Yes. So if gossip is always around you,
You are the gossiping
people always
person.
you are the foundation of the gossip.
Yes.
Gossip, because if everybody feel like they can come to you and tell you all their stories, all about what's going on in the community, that means you're the foundation.
Yes. Yes.
That's what you allow.
You are the foundation of your
You are the
own
foundation.
problems.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
So you know what? If there's always arguments all the time, negativity going on in my household with my spouse or my partner, I gotta check my roots.
Oh. I had to write that down. You are the foundation of your own problems.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, yes.
As a man
Uh-huh.
that owns a business, you own a brand.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain things you are not going to allow because of who you are.
Yep.
You have to take away from some people. You have to draw away from some people. You have to move yourself away from some people. You have to make some hard decisions.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So now I say that to say, with that being said, you put in the work. This is now the result of you having your platforms. Now this is the result of you having this big following.
Yes.
Because as a result of you making changes, right?
Yes.
Now, for us to make that change, do you think that there are things that we need to check what's going on in our foundation, in our life, deep down on the inside?
Yes. Yes.
And root out and gut out everything that's not producing good fruit in our lives?
Right.
What do you think? What do you think?
Let me give you a perfect scenario. This is a perfect scenario, y'all. Ladies, I want y'all to listen to what I'm about to say. Share this video with somebody right now because I'm about to say something that can literally change your whole life. Share this video. YouTube, hit the like button right now because I'm about to give you guys something that can change your entire life. Do something. Make some type of action on social media right now. Share this. Hit the like button. Do something right now. Because here's the thing. The problem with you all is you don't want to do something. So right now, I need every single person, is people on YouTube, is people on Instagram right now, make an action right now. Hit the like button, comment, do something literally right this minute. I'm tired of you all not wanting to do anything. You're just sitting around complaining. So right now, we're going to start the habit of doing something, making a specific action right now. So right now, do something right now. Share this video, hit the like button, do something, put some hearts in it, do something. Do something right now. All right, so here's what I'm about to say. As I was growing on Instagram, I was able to go back and look at my old videos and see what I was doing wrong. Actually, I want to show you something because this is crazy. I want to show you something. I'm going to go to my save folder and I want you to see what I've actually been doing. This is crazy. I'm so glad you said this. Okay. This is my saved folder, right? It's a whole bunch of saved videos, right? I want to show you.
Wow.
I'm just saying it's saved, right? So I'm just scrolling up. I'm not changing everything. I want to see how far down I can go before I see an old video that I did a long time ago. Because I saved it, right? So I'm saving something. All right, so hold up. Because you can easily tell that is the old video because I ain't got no hair on my face, right? So now, here it is.
Okay. Oh,
I ain't got no hair on my face, right?
right,
I have no hair on my face, right? So what this means is I'm actually, here's another video. I'm actually
yeah, I see you.
looking
no
at
hair.
the old
Yeah.
me to
Yeah.
see what I used to do, how I used to talk, my mannerisms. Was I standing up in the video? Was I sit down in the video? Was I saying something stupid?
Right.
Was it, you know what I'm saying? Here's another video. No hair on my face.
Right. You're in the streets. Right.
I'm in the street. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Right.
And you
Yes,
gotta
I
remember,
do.
I haven't hit too many buttons. I'm just doing this, right? I literally am just going back and seeing what the old me was doing back in 2018 or whatever. Right?
Okay, 2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, 2-3 years ago or whatever. This is important for you ladies to also do.
Right.
What were you doing 2 years ago? How were you living 5 years ago? Were you going through the same things that you are going through now?
Right.
I went back to, you see this goofy looking emblem in the side?
Okay. Okay.
That's what I used to do. You know, those are like specific things. Do you see all the trees in the background? Why am I doing a video?
Outside.
Why am I doing a video
Outside?
in front of a dead tree?
Wow, that's symbolic.
It looks stupid, right?
No, it's symbolic. Is your life dead?
But yeah, I love how you did that. You're right. I love how you did that. But the thing about it is, you have to look back at who you were 3 to 5 years ago and find out, have you grown?
Yes.
Is my background the same as my background on this video?
No, sir.
No.
Sir.
I made changes, right?
Yes. Yes.
I grew a beard.
I prefer you the other way, but it's okay.
What? With no hair on my, really? But what I'm saying is, I made changes.
You made an impact. Yes. You did inventory. You did self-inventory.
I did self-inventory. This stuff is actively. All this stuff is old. I know you can't see it. All this stuff is old.
I can see it. Yeah.
All this stuff is old.
It.
I mean, all this stuff is old.
Yeah.
I did inventory on my past.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I did inventory on my past. Ladies, it's important for you to do inventory on your past. Instead of sitting there like, oh, I'm not that person anymore. Prove it. Because I'm willing to bet that you're the same freaking woman that you were 5 years ago. Complaining about the same old stupid mess, gossiping about everybody, blaming men, calling men narcissists or F-boys. I'm willing to bet that you were doing the same exact stuff 5 years ago. Failed relationships 5 years ago and whining to everybody, venting about how the man did you wrong 5 years ago.
Yes, with the same problem, the same person, the same entourage, the
same friends,
thing.
Same freaking friends.
Yeah. Still broke.
Still broke. Credit score the same place.
Yes. Or plunged.
Or worse. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the reason for this is you're possibly living your life as a little girl.
Wow. And if we're not changing, we're not growing.
If you're not growing, you're dying.
That's right. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
This
Oh
is.
wow, this is deep.
But here's the problem, though. A little
I'm looking at
girl,
myself. I'm
yeah.
looking at
See,
myself too.
a 5-year-old girl can't look back at her life 5 years ago because she wasn't
That's right.
here.
That's right. That's right.
She
That's
doesn't
right.
have the cognitive ability to look back 5 years ago. The
That's right.
same thing with you. You're not looking back at your
Wow.
life 5 years ago because you don't
Wow.
think you were there,
That's right.
but you were.
Wow.
You are not a
Yes.
5-year-old girl. You are a
That's
grown
right.
ass woman. And you can easily take inventory on the things that you used to do versus being this
Right.
little girl that can't.
Wow.
So there's a big difference
Wow.
between age 10 and age 5 or age 15 to age 10. A 15-year-old
Mm-hmm.
can't take inventory of what they were doing 5 years ago because they were 10. You're doing
Mm.
totally different things from when you were 10, when you were 15, or when you were
That's
5, when
right.
you were 10, right?
Right.
But once we get grown, we can do that. And this is
That's
the
right.
problem. You are living your life as this 10-year-old, as this 5-year-old. And the only thing that's going on in your mind is everything being against you. Because you just want what you want.
Mm.
Just like that 5-year-old.
And then when you get what you want, you still not satisfied.
Still not satisfied. I was looking at it was a podcast. I forgot the name of the guy. It was a guy and a woman, and they're married, and I love their relationship. Like they're this
Right.
couple who are always on social media together, right? And they're really
Right.
like fun loving people, whatever. But
Mm.
during this podcast, I'm listening to both of them, and he literally says they've been married since they were 18, right? And some of you
Wow.
guys know who I'm talking about. This black couple that they just came on a podcast called Dead Ass. It's like the Dead Ass podcast or something like that, right? Go look it up. And he literally said like, "Yo, to this day, you don't seem satisfied." And it's frustrating. You know, I'll go to the gym, you're not satisfied. I do this. I make more money than I used to because he was in the NFL, right? He said, I
Right.
make more money now than I was in the NFL, and I'm more available to you than I was when I was in the NFL. So I got more money and more time, and you're still not satisfied. You know what she says? You're right, and it's internal. I'm not satisfied with myself. She said, at first I thought I wanted to be the best mom I can be. And she said, but I'm not satisfied, right? Then she says, I want to be the best businesswoman I can be. So she turned around and started get because they got money, right? So she starts putting her
Right.
hands in all these different business ventures. Not
Right.
satisfied, right? And
Wow.
he's taking the blunt of all of this crap.
Dissatisfaction. Yeah.
Yes. Because every
Yeah.
time she's not satisfied, guess who has to hear
She
it?
dumps her dissatisfaction
On
onto
him.
him. That's right.
Which makes
That's
him
right.
feel like it's his fault.
Wow.
But
Wow.
but here's the thing.
Wow.
At least she's trying and changing.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
two problems. You're not satisfied no matter what you do, but she's able to internalize it and say, you know what? This is an internal thing. It's not you, Mr. Husband. It's me. I know that I'm not satisfied. So it's not that I'm not satisfied with you. I'm not satisfied with myself. And
With me.
right.
That's right.
And one of the things that it will behoove her to actually do to get this straightened out, go back to when she was a little girl.
Mm.
Her issue is not necessarily
Her grown self.
her grown self. The reason why she can't seem to get satisfied by doing anything
The
is
foundation.
because her foundation is
Right.
broken. She didn't
Yes,
get
sir.
validated when she was a kid. She didn't get
And still looking
appreciated.
for it.
The inventory, right. You have to take inventory of who you
Yeah.
used to be. And a lot of times it's your 5, 10-year-old self. She
That's
can
right.
run around trying to figure all this stuff out as a grown woman. Sometimes you have to go back 20 years to take
Mm-hmm.
inventory and not
That's
5
right.
years.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And not only are you have to do inventory, but some women, not all, not a
Mm-hmm.
lot, some women have to get over the fact that they will never get the validation that they were seeking for since they were a little child
And it's
from their
okay.
family.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
You will never get the apology
You
that
would.
you feel like you were owed as a child.
Right.
And it's okay.
Because let me say this. Let me
It's
say
all
this.
right.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Because this is
Go
very
ahead.
important. You will probably never get the apology that you want from your mother, from your uncle, from your daddy, from whoever hurt you when you were little. You know why? Because they did not see what they did as a problem, or they do not see what they did at all.
That's right.
Because guess what? You're seeing it from your 5, 10-year-old eyes. They're seeing it from their 30, 40-year-old eyes.
Like you a child. What do what? You don't have no
Right.
voice in this relationship.
Exactly. So in their minds, they're just doing their job as a parent. And they don't
Mm-hmm.
know that what they did to you as a parent was wrong. Because you know why? Because their parents did it to them.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
my daughter literally told me that I whooped her 5 days in a row. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
When?
What? I literally, I'm living this in
Like
real life.
when?
A lot of you can go back to your parent or whoever did whatever wrong to you, and you can say, you know what, I want you to apologize for what you did. Most likely, your mother is going to say, I didn't do that.
That's right.
Because they're just operating from their programming. Sometimes we are like robots and we just like, sit down, go there, you know, and you don't
Right.
realize as a parent like this is wrong because you are having some internal issues from your own upbringing or from your
That's right.
job or you're about to get laid off or your husband or wife just left you or somebody just cheated on
Mm-hmm.
you and you're sitting like, sit your ass down, da-da-da-da, or you giving them a whooping without even realizing how hard you're whooping them because at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, you're just operating subconsciously as a robot of, okay, I gotta cook dinner, I gotta go to work, I gotta come home, I gotta tell my kid to do this, take a bath, and da da da. And when they don't do these things, you snap like, you know what I'm saying? And all you're doing is trying to make your narrative operate the way you want it to because
Mm-hmm.
you have some issues going on behind you that you're trying
That's
to
right.
run away from.
That's right. That's right.
So a lot
You're
of
absolutely
times,
right.
I'm dead serious. I to this day do
Yes.
not remember whooping my daughter 5 days in a row. It could have happened. Maybe she did
From
something. I gave her a whooping,
my
and then I came home and she didn't do it. I gave her a whooping. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, I apologize anyway.
Wow.
But some of your parents or some of the people in your past that hurt you, they're not. And you have to
No.
be okay with the
That's
fact
right.
that they're not apologizing because they're bad people. They may not be apologizing because they don't think they did it.
I had a young woman talk to me, and she's in her early 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I thought my family was something happened, something great happened to her, and she was acknowledged publicly for it. And she was like, I feel like I'm in a slump. And I said, what happened? She was like, I thought my family was going to be happy for me. I thought my mom was going to be happy. I thought my dad was going to be happy. But it seems like the disappointment that they laid upon me since I was a little girl, they just opened up that wound again. I
Right.
said, aren't you old now? Stop looking for it. Get over it.
It's not
Like
that
I'm
easy.
like, get over it. No, I had to tell her Haitian parents never apologize. I'm gonna be Haitian parents do not apologize. They will not validate you if you don't. They feel like if you're not a doctor or a lawyer or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
not apologizing. Apologize for what?
Right.
I give you food. I I give you education.
Hmm.
You should be happy you're in America. Like they
But
are
the
not
little
apologizing.
but the little girl or the little boy in you doesn't understand that. And we a lot of because somebody said a minute ago where it was like, what about men? Yes, men are operating as little boys also.
Yes, that's why they
So
buy toys.
yes. So ladies, this is not me and what's your name? I'm sorry.
Rachel.
Rachel. Rachel. Okay. This is not me and Rachel just beating up on women. Men do the same
No.
thing. A lot,
Yes.
I do a lot of talking about how a lot of men they seek out women that are like their mothers.
That's
And
right.
I
Because they
call
can't get away from the breast.
they can't get away from the breast, so they'll go after a big woman with big breasts. Mainly, you might think he likes you because you got big breasts or you voluptuous, but most likely you remind him of his auntie or his mother.
The nurture. Right.
There's
That's
nothing in the
right.
world like that big bosom where you lay your head in that big bosom, but that's mom stuff. That's auntie stuff. Everybody auntie. You got that one skinny auntie, but usually your aunties be like big and got big old breasts. Be like, come here, come here, nephew, and then they put you. You know what I'm saying? But overall, so the thing about it is, we all, if we're not careful, are living our
Mhm.
lives like little boys and little girls. I know I titled this
Wow.
about little girls, and the reason why I did that is because it's affecting you way worse than it's affecting us. Because we can
That's right.
just go live with some woman. We could be homeless and we can still find somewhere to go.
Oh yeah.
Y'all are custodial mothers and stuff. So y'all can't
That's
just run
right.
around doing stupid stuff. Y'all got to get
That's
this
right.
stuff right. If we don't
That's
get
right.
if we don't get our lives right, we just gonna be broke and we ain't gonna get no booty. But if y'all don't get
That's
y'all
right.
stuff right, y'all can end up being abused, homeless
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
shelter. Your kids can
Yeah.
end
Your
up being
children
messed
taken
up.
away. Yeah. Or
So
taken away.
or taken away, right? So it's a little bit of a difference, and that's the reason why
Yes.
I'm hard on women and not on men because y'all have more of a responsibility, and y'all don't ever want the responsibility, but the responsibility is bigger on you because you're the gatekeeper to making more kids. We can't make
Yeah.
kids without actually doing a do and
Yeah.
actually getting our stuff into your body. So your
And
job is to
also,
make sure
and
not to get
also,
our demons
we.
into your body. Go ahead.
I agree, and we are the preparers of the children that go into society
Yes.
because we are our children's first teacher.
Yes. Our children's
Okay,
first love
so
also.
yeah, so I understand why as a man you want us to be better because even the Bible says open rebuke is better than secret love.
Oh.
You never rebuke somebody you don't love.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
When you correct somebody,
Yeah.
the reason why you correct women a lot is because you love black women. You love women.
Yes. Yes. And on
Okay?
top of that,
So
I want
go
women
ahead.
I want women to gain an understanding and understand the importance of being corrected. You are a
Mm,
woman, therefore you need correction.
I agree.
So when you come to my page, I give you correction. And whether you like it or not, I'm going to give you correction tomorrow also. And the next day, I'm going to give you correction
Because
because
because mhm,
that is what a man is supposed to do. That is the hierarchy of men and women. And it's not just the man in your life. You could be walking down the street and be like, oh, hey, don't, pay attention to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You can walk around playing with your phone. Hey, ma'am, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? It's important to get correction from men, period. It could be a homeless guy. He can give you some game or whatever. You know, your job is to seek correction and not just be this woman who thinks she knows everything. Because the problem, when you think you know everything, you're putting yourself in a position where you're that little girl, and every time something goes wrong, you're going to start pointing like, he did it to me, instead of seeking correction.
Yeah.
And when you gain that habit of seeking correction, you'll stop doing the thing that you said earlier, where you start having an answer to your own problem in your mind. You got to stop doing that. Seek correction. Move in a direction where you're just like, okay, I don't know what the problem is. And be totally open to what somebody is saying, instead of sitting here thinking like, all right, if he don't agree with me, I'm not going to listen to what he says.
I'm going to withhold sex.
I'm going to withhold sex. Why is he trying to give me an answer and I'm just trying to vent? And this is another thing. Stop talking to men like they're your homegirls. Your man is not your homegirl. Your man,
you don't need to know everything.
Your man is not going to empathize with you.
That's
like
right.
your homegirl.
I agree.
And here's another psychological thing that a lot of people, not just women, may not know. We as men are trained by society to not show how we feel, not show what we're thinking. So when you go to a woman and you say, oh my God, I just got fired from my job, right? She's going to have a look on her face like, oh my God, why if you go to your man and say, honey, I just got fired from my job, he's not going to say, oh my God. No, he's going to go in solution mode. He doesn't know how to show his feelings in his face and in his mannerisms. So you tell your man, I just lost my job. First thing he's going to do is this.
Sorry to hear that.
He's not going to say sorry to hear that. He's not going to do anything.
No.
Because this is a problem that he has to... No. He has to fix it.
Yes, he has to fix it. So you're right.
So his mannerism is going to be like this.
Man, everything's on my back now.
I got to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
It's not about like, oh my God. No, we don't say, oh my God. Women say, oh my God. Women say, oh my God, like 10 times a day. Why? Because they're programmed to empathize. A man doesn't say, oh my God. So when you say, I have this problem, you are assuming that he doesn't care, because the second you tell him the problem, he looks away from you.
Yeah.
He's like this.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're not even listening to me. He is listening to you. He's listening and working on a solution. Yeah. We have to focus on the solution instead of the, oh my God, why would he do that? Oh my God, he did this. They shouldn't have done that. Yeah. A man doesn't give a crap about what somebody shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, remember we was talking about how, because some of you just coming on may not have heard this. I'm going to give you this scenario, and I want you to think about it. Your car is having all kinds of problems, right? And you pull up at your house, and you go in the house, and you tell your man, like, oh my God, my car is giving all kinds of problems, and I don't know what's going on. And you go like this, right? And you look up, and your man is gone.
Yeah.
And you look around like,
what happened? Where you go?
Where you go? And the first thing you're gonna think like, see, he never listens to me. What is wrong with? Why am I with somebody who doesn't care? Do you know what that man went?
He
To
went to the
your
The car.
car.
That's
He's
right.
at the car with the hood up while you sitting there doing like this. He's
That's
not,
right.
he doesn't have time to sit here and empathize with you. That's what your
And
homegirl is going to
complain.
do.
Yeah.
Your homegirl is going to help you complain about your car. Your man is going to go outside, lift up the hood, grab your keys, and figure out what the problem is.
And
But
if he's complaining, that's a problem.
right, and all you're going to do is sit around and complaining, and you're going to complain about the fact that he's not listening. He got enough data where he doesn't have to listen to anything else.
Yeah.
Women talk too damn much, and they want to spit out too much information. All a man needs to know is my car broke down and I don't know what's wrong with it. Stop talking and let him go fix the problem.
That's right. That's right. I agree. I agree. I agree. I totally agree. Because even in the book of Proverbs, it says, "In all you're getting, get understanding." And it's very important that we as women understand how a man thinks, how he processes things. Because once you tell a man that my car's having problems, I saw a whole lot of steam come out or smoke come out of the hood, or some is coming out from the back, from the muffler, or something. That's it.
That's
Let
all we
him
need to know, right?
go. That's all. And you know what? Thank you. Thank you for going to the rescue. Thank you for changing my tire.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for putting coolant in my antifreeze, in my radiator.
Yeah.
Thank you for checking the oil in the motor.
Right.
Thank you for checking on the alternator, because the alternator's bad. That's why my battery's not working.
Right. So instead of sitting around on the floor crying because you think your man doesn't listen to you because he just walked away from you and went down to the car.
No, because he didn't give you an audience to complain.
Oh, wait. You say, whoa, you want an audience instead of a solution. Oh,
So you can keep complaining.
Wow. You don't want a solution. You want an audience. I'm writing that down.
You know what? Even in spiritual, a lot of women's spiritual lives, they don't even want God to heal their body. They don't want God to take away their fears, because once you take away the pain, once you take away the fears, once you take away the doubt, what's left?
She doesn't have the ability to complain anymore, and she wants to complain.
She wants to complain.
She wants to perform. If there's no problem, she's there. If there's no bad guy, there's no movie.
And let me tell you something, MrLetGo. Even in prayer, you have some women, if you listen to their prayer, they complain.
Oh.
They don't want to, because there's a lot of single women in church. They don't focus on the greatness and the how great God is, how awesome He is, how He can solve my problems, how He can deliver me from my drama or my past issues, the past hurt.
Yeah.
So what they do, they complain. They complain. Oh, you don't see how so-and-so can't stand me. So-and-so don't like me. So-and-so. Okay, the person just died. So what you complain? What you complain about?
Here's the thing. I look at it as I call it, women have to have storylines.
Yes.
Women have to have storylines. On Love and Hip Hop, right? I've seen Love and Hip Hop for years, like on and off. I see clips. I don't see the whole show. But it's always a situation where a man and a woman would split up, right? Or a man and a woman would get together and start doing this and doing that. Or this happens, a person lose their business or whatever, right? And by the next season, the producers of Love and Hip Hop will come to you and say, okay, since you and so and so aren't together anymore, we don't need you on this next episode because you don't have a what?
You don't got. You don't have a storyline. You
don't have a storyline. And what some of those women would do, and you all know this, they would go hire a boyfriend, and the guy would be her new storyline, or her, just like Tahiri and Vado as an example. It was even Joe Budden and Sin also. It was a lot of different situations where before the next season came up,
you already hooked up with somebody else.
You already hooked up with somebody else because you need a new storyline. You need a new problem. So Sin would go to Joe Budden and say, hey, you want to put together a storyline so we can get back on Love and Hip Hop? And he'll be like, no, I'm good. Or something like that. Tahiri and Vado actually wasn't even together. They just came together so they could put together a storyline. So what happens is with women in their personal life, the reason why a lot of you act like little children and don't necessarily want your man or anybody else to fix your problem, because when the problem is gone, you have nothing to complain about. You have no storyline.
Right. You've never been happy. You don't know what, there came a time and point in my life where I paid a price to have peace in my life.
I love it. I
paid a price.
Yeah. You lost friends though, right?
I lost a lot of people.
You know why you lost a lot of people? Because those people were possibly, tell me if I'm wrong, those people were possibly in your life due to your storyline. And once your storyline changed, they're not your friends anymore because you're not, girl, you don't won't believe what Jonathan did. I can't believe that. You ain't doing that no more. So guess what? You don't have a reason to call them. So now they ain't your friends no more because you don't pick up the phone. And then since you ain't complaining no more, you don't want to hear her complaining no more. So now you're not answering her calls. So now
that's right.
Y'all just drift away from each other and you don't even know
that's
why.
Right.
Your storyline changed.
Storyline changed. There's no more drama. And then I did a self-inventory. I said, why is my life so quiet? I said, oh, I got peace.
Yes.
And then I had to breathe in. I said, wow.
Yeah. Yo, make sure to y'all, if y'all are liking,
hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. If you guys are liking what you're hearing on YouTube, hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet and you're liking what we're talking about, we talk about this all the time, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's all right. My phone wasn't ringing. I had time to work on my business, my own business. I learned how to I earned a master's degree in minding my own business.
Oh. Wow.
When I say I paid a price to have peace,
yes,
I paid a price. Now I don't complain. I don't have nobody to complain. I don't have nothing to complain about. So when people come to me with their complaints, I'm like, okay, so what do you think is the solution? And people get upset with me.
They get upset.
Especially women, because they're like, solution?
I don't want a solution. If I had a solution, I wouldn't have nothing to complain about. What are you talking about, solution?
Some people don't want peace. Some people don't want a solution. Some people don't want peace of mind. Some people don't want to live long. They want to pile on diabetes, blood pressure, because they're always arguing. But let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
I pay a high price for peace, and it's all right. I'm good. I'm good because I don't look my age.
Well, I don't know your age, but you look good.
I'm almost 50.
Really?
Yes.
You look good then. You look good. You look good, period. I don't care about your age. You look good.
Thank
but
you.
but
Thank you. Thank you.
but here's something I want you guys to think about real quick. To a certain degree, if a woman isn't complaining,
Mm.
she doesn't feel interesting.
Can I
She
tell you why?
Why?
You have some men nowadays in this culture, you have some men. They won't deal with you if you don't have something going on.
But that's okay if you allow him to solve it. You got to remember, we need to be
Hmm.
needed. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Be the
Okay.
damsel in
Okay.
distress, but don't stop me from fixing your problem. Because you got to
Got
remember,
you.
a woman needs for the. Because here's the thing: the divine feminine is a never-ending stream of this. It's just always
Yeah.
this, right? And a
Yeah.
man, the divine masculine, is this.
Yeah.
It's the
Yes.
it's the kill it. It's the get rid of
Yeah.
it. It's the fix it.
Yeah.
It's the stop it.
Yeah.
And a woman, a
Yeah.
feminine, is to keep it going, make more, create,
Yeah.
add,
Yeah.
right? So a
Yeah.
man is subtraction, which is getting rid of a problem, and a woman is addition, which is creating life or creating
Yeah.
storylines.
Something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So a
Mm-hmm.
woman's just her simple nature is to keep things going. And a man's nature
Right.
is to stop things from going.
Got you.
You,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yes, I do.
from a nature standpoint, we're opposites. But if you actually just take the time to just be more aware of this, you won't get
Mm-hmm.
mad at a man when he's trying to get rid of something. And just imagine in a woman's house, right? In a woman's
Mm-hmm.
house, what is in every corner of a woman's house?
Mm. On the floor, on the wall.
Anywhere.
Pictures.
Plants.
True.
It's always
Something.
something. Because a
Something.
woman's nature is to feel, is to add, is to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you go
Turn
in
the
a
house
man's
into a
house,
home.
right? If you go in a man's
It's just
house,
a house. Yes.
it's just a house. Ain't nothing in the corner. I can tell you right
That's
now,
right.
there's nothing in the corner of anyone in my there's nothing in the corner. But if I had a
That's a
wife,
good thing.
most likely there will be a desk in the corner or some little plant,
Greenery.
something. Exactly. Because
Your chair will be bigger.
right, the nature of a woman is to add. And
That's right.
sadly,
That's right. That's how. That's right.
sadly, when it comes to a woman's thought process of complaining or an issue, she has the same nature. She needs to compound issues. And a man's job is to get rid of the issues. So she's steady trying to,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
It's like
I
Donkey
do.
Kong. You ever seen Donkey Kong? You ever played Donkey Kong when you were little? The little
No,
man,
I didn't.
the little man is trying to go
I
up.
remember Donkey Kong.
But he's trying to
Okay.
go up, right? That's the man. And the woman is steadily, and the thing is throwing barrels. The woman is trying to just like give him more problems. And the guy is trying to get, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to fix your problem. Can you stop? Stop throwing these barrels at me. I'm trying to get up to you.
Right. Right.
And,
Right.
and he just keeps throwing, and you jumping over the barrels trying to get, and you're busting your butt trying to do all this other stuff. And she
Yeah.
keeps compounding problems because that's her nature.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead of saying, okay,
Let's
he's
deal
here.
with one barrel at a time.
No, or he's here. Let me let him be the man.
Let me let him in.
Yeah.
Let
And
me
be the
stop-
man.
Yeah, let me stop throwing barrels at him, and
You know?
let me let him in.
Yeah. 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 Because there are some good men out there. There are some good men out there. They're out there. You know,
to me,
who there's good women and there's good men out there.
I don't really
But you
see
have,
anything as good or bad.
I'm
There's
a
just
woman.
people. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Because
no. Well, no. Let's be real.
a
Let's be
man is going to
honest.
be good to who he wants to be good to. A woman's going to be good to who she wants to be good to.
I agree. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So
But
all men
some
are good
people,
and all women are good, or all women are bad and all men are bad. Depends on the environment. You've been bad before. You're not a good woman all the time. You have your days,
no,
right?
no. I have my days. I'm good to who I want to be good to,
Thank you.
and if I don't want to be good to you,
Right.
I just, I'm, you're
Hmm.
just non-existent.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that means you're good and bad, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end
There's
of the
nothing wrong
day,
with that.
we have to pay attention instead of just looking at yourself as a good woman. You may not be a good woman. You may
Yeah,
be a average woman. You may be a subpar woman.
that's true.
You may suck, but
Yeah.
you may not want to suck. But you sucking at communicating, sucking at having this attitude, sucking at not getting therapy yet, sucking at being
Hmm.
defensive, that may make you a bad woman. But just
Wow.
because you're not a stripper, or just because you're not sleep with everybody in the city, just because you never got a speeding ticket, does not mean you're a good woman. You may
That's
actually
true.
be a bad woman without realizing it. So, because virtually
That's
every black
true.
woman runs around saying she's a good woman, but she got bad. She doesn't pay attention to what men say because she doesn't really care. You know, she just wants what she wants. She's because she's running around like a 5-year old without even knowing it. A lot of these things that women do and men, they don't
Hmm.
realize it, and they just sit around
Wow.
like, oh, I'm a good man. I'm a good woman. What's wrong with these people? No, what's wrong with you? You're not as
That's
good
right.
as you think you are because you have not
No,
taken inventory on your
that's right.
past.
That's right. That's
What was
right.
you about to say?
I'm, I'm learning from you. I'm learning.
I'm learning from you. Like taking
I'm
inventory on
learning
your
from.
past. You said that.
That's right. That's right. No, you know what? And that's what a good level of communication is supposed to be.
Hmm.
Here's this. We've met for the first time. I'm learning from you, and you're learning from me.
Yes. Facts.
I can truly say, as of today, after we finished talking, I learned something from you, and you learned something from me. That will
Yes.
change my life.
Yes. I can
I
take
will never,
inventory
I
on.
will never be the same after this conversation.
Right. 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 See, I'm. Let me show you something because I told you I was doing it. You see this? You might not see it, but you see in the notepad. You see that?
Yes, yes,
I wrote down the things that you said.
right,
So that's
right.
how important what you have said to me is because I wrote them down there and I wrote them down right here too. Here's,
Mhm.
in two different places. You probably
Right.
can't see that with the little.
Wow.
You see the little red thing.
Wow. Yeah, I see it.
I
I
wrote
see it.
down you don't want a solution, you want an audience. And in my other notes I
To,
wrote down
to
you
come
are
to
the
me.
foundation of your problem. I learned that from you.
Wow.
So it's important for us to take inventory, your words, of
Yes.
not
Yes.
only what we've done in the past and to see if we're still doing it, but take
Mhm.
inventory of the things that you've actually learned from other people and from your
That's
own
right.
mistakes and write
That's
them
right.
down.
That's right.
Do y'all see
That's
all
right.
this?
That's right. Take notes.
I take
Take notes.
I take notes. Like I take notes, you know? So I got thousands of I got like 5 different places where I have notes at
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah. Because you
important.
want to improve.
You have
Yeah.
to
You want to
improve.
feed your brain. That's
Yes.
right.
If you
That's
don't
right.
approve, if I'm sorry, if you don't improve, your life is going to continue to suck.
That's right. That's right.
If you don't improve,
That's
you're
right.
going to die alone. And this is for people who are in relationships and who aren't in relationships. Because if you don't
That's
improve,
right.
the person who you're with is a possibility they're gonna leave your ass. Because at some point he's gonna get
No
tired of you.
comment.
At some point he's gonna get tired of you being this childlike person that doesn't take accountability for themselves.
Mm,
So if you don't improve,
mm.
whether you with somebody or not, you're gonna have a high propensity of dying alone with cats. Dying alone if you don't improve. I don't care if you're married.
Mm,
If you don't improve,
mm.
he or she is gonna leave you because they're gonna get tired of you. We can only put up with certain, with you doing something without improving. No matter
Yeah.
who you are, it's something that you're doing that is annoying your mate, male or female. And if you don't
Yeah.
improve, if you don't
Yeah.
stop doing it at some point, they're gonna get tired of it and leave you.
You know what I think would help?
Uh-huh.
If every 6 months, because I learned this from my mentor, every 6 months, what he used to do is he used to whatever group of people he was leading, he would always ask them, "How am I doing as a leader?
Yeah.
Is there anything I need you to tell me? Anything that I'm doing that's wrong that you don't like?
Right.
Tell me. Sit down. Tell me." And I think that will help in a lot of marriages
I agree.
or relationships.
Yeah.
You say every 6 months, "Okay, babe, how can I satisfy you? How can I please you? What am I doing that is not pleasing to you? You know,
Yeah.
how can I work on making this relationship better on my end?" And then the same thing, vice versa. The person, if I was with you, I would say, "Okay, what can I do to make this relationship better for us?
Right.
What do I need to contribute towards? Do I need to save more money? Do I need to, lose a little weight? Do I need to,
Lose
are
a
there
lot
any
of weight.
goals? You're right. Are there any relationship goals that we need to work on? What are we working on? Because our relationship has to have a goal. It has to have a purpose. We can't just be together because we're together.
Right.
There has to be a purpose.
Right.
There has to be a purpose. Why are we together?
Right. Somebody says healing and therapy is for both men and women. I need y'all to understand
Absolutely.
this.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter though.
Doesn't matter.
Healing and therapy is for you. So if you're a
For
woman
yourself.
that said that, healing and therapy is for you. Stop worrying about what the opposite sex is doing and not doing.
Right.
I need y'all to stop it. All y'all want to do is sit around and say, "Well, what? It's for men and women." No, it's for you.
That's right. The investment is for you.
You stop complaining about what other people are doing and not doing. What about you? Stop it. It's annoying.
Stop it.
You always wonder why you have all these problems. It's because of that. You don't want to take accountability. All you want to do is sit around and say, "Well, men need to do it too." No, you need to do it. So if you have not done healing and therapy, I need you to know that it's you that is a problem, not men. And if you're a man, I'm most likely to know that's a woman. But if you're a man, it's the woman. It's you that need to get therapy. The most annoying thing in the world. Every time I turn, men and women need to do it. No, you need to do it. One person needs to do it. You.
Yeah. Be the change you want to see.
Be the change you want to see and stop whining. But this was an amazing, amazing conversation.
Me too. I enjoy talking to you today. Because like you said, it is for you. Because when you go to college and you pay your tuition, that is for you. Your name is on that degree. You, as a result of earning your education, can help other people.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you're the one that's in the class. You're the one that's taking the note. You're the one that's taking the test. It is for you.
Right. Right.
You know, me investing into one of your classes for $1,000, it is for me to better myself.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, so you know what? At the end of the day, what I to come of this conversation saying is, you know what? Not only do we not live the same lives that we lived yesterday, but take into mind that when I change, it is for me first.
Yes. Right. When you
I,
change,
I
it's for
need to
you
be
first.
I need to be the best Rachel for me first, for my relationship, or for my daughter, or for whatever, for my community.
Yes.
Because you know, people never think about death.
I do. And
What would people say about you? No, what would people say about, you know, a lot of people who complain, they never think about when I die, what will people say about me?
right. Right.
Was I an agent of change, or did I complain? Or did I not do something to change my story?
Right. Right. I love that. I love
Can
that.
somebody, 10 years from when I'm no longer on earth, will they still be speaking of me?
Right. Right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not about whether they'll still be speaking of you. It's whether the people that are still here, are they better people because of you?
Yes, because of me. Yes, 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 yes.
Because they don't even
Because
have to
you know what?
remember. They don't even have to remember that they got it from you. So I wouldn't care if people are still speaking of me. I just want people to already. I want people to be better people. They don't have to remember how they got better. I just want them to be better.
Yeah,
They don't have to remember me.
yeah. But you know what? You'll remember what made you change. When
Yes.
you're a person that's conscientious, you're like, you
Sometimes,
know
yeah.
what? He was in my life,
Hmm.
and he said, I needed to work on some things. I needed to look back and take some self inventory,
Hmm.
and I did that.
Right. Yep.
So that I learned that from him. You
Hmm.
know, that's just an example.
Yes. I
You
agree.
know,
I totally
so
agree.
so you know, I appreciate you allowing me to come on your live, to come on your platform. You know, I am so appreciative of you.
I
You
appreciate
didn't
you
have
coming
to
on.
invite, you didn't have to invite me, and I bless you. I bless your life. I
Thank
bless
you.
your company. You know, may you prosper. May you become more powerful than what you see. And may your legacy lives on even when you are not on this earth.
Thank you. I received that.
All right? And I appreciate you being the head.
Yes.
I appreciate you being the head because I always tell women, men are the foundation.
Yes.
You see, every building, every house, it has a foundation.
Yes. And let me
It's the
add to
same
that.
thing with a. Go ahead.
As far as foundation goes,
Mm-hmm.
the taller the building,
Mm,
the farther
mm.
down into the foundation
Foundation.
you have to
That's
dig.
right.
So
That's right.
if you want a okay life, you don't have to dig that deep in your own
That's
foundation or in your
woo.
own past.
Yes.
But if you really want to
Yes.
be a good woman, a good man, and if you really want something in life that's great,
Mm,
you're
mm.
going to have to dig deeper
Deep.
into your
Mm.
foundation in order to hold that big ass building up.
Yeah. Wow.
The bigger the
That's
building,
right.
the deeper they
The
have to
deep
dig
the
into the
foundation.
foundation.
Wow. I like that one.
Thank you.
The bigger the taller the building,
Yes.
the deeper the foundation.
Yes.
That means I have to work in myself too.
Mm-hmm.
to dig in my foundation
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
know what? You when a person wants greatness, you can't live a mediocre life.
Facts.
You gotta
Facts.
step up.
Yep. You're
You
right.
know, a lot of times I hear people say, you attract who you are. It's true. So if you just, you're always complaining, you're always full of drama, okay, those are the people you will attract.
And you can't just sit around just being okay with a subpar life, because a lot of times you don't want to put no work in. All you want to do is complain about your subpar life, and that is the problem. Hold on.
Yeah, like a soap opera.
And Kim, like, tell me who you are, because I think this is Kim. But tell me who you are, Kim, because I got Kim. She's already always like moderating for me or whatever, and I
Right,
don't recognize
right.
her avatar, and I know three Kims, and I never know who
Okay,
that actually is. So Kim,
okay.
can you tell me who you are? Cause I know you, but I want to know which Kim you are, because you
I
always
want to
on
make
here.
sure.
Yeah, I just want to thank you because you always be coming through on YouTube. Because
Yeah,
I think that's Kim, but which Kim is it?
yeah.
But yeah,
No,
I
that's important.
go ahead.
Yeah. Appreciate the people that got your back.
Oh, it is Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Appreciate it.
the
Yeah,
Kim that you know.
it's a Kim that I know. It's yeah. Okay, I was just wondering. Thank you, Kim. I love Kim. I just didn't know like who is Kim. You know, I know. You know how you know somebody on Instagram, but on YouTube they have a
That's what.
totally different
Yeah, yeah, that's
avatar.
me. That's me. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me. That's
But
me.
thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming through
Thank you
and
so
just
much.
blessing everybody. This was a
Amen.
wonderful freaking live. And like
Yeah.
send me a DM. Like we got to do this again.
Most definitely. Over coffee.
Yes. Oh, what city you in?
I'm in New York.
Oh yeah. I need to come out to New York. I got a lot of friends in New
You
York.
really, yeah, you got to come up to New York. Are you in Atlanta?
Yes. Yeah.
God bless you. I left.
You left? Wait, why?
I left it for you.
But Atlanta is better than New York.
Not anymore. I'm just messing with you.
I'm just saying, it's since you lived in both places, do you think New York is better than Atlanta?
Well, it's a lot has cleared out. The pandemic has cleared a lot of people out.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of opportunities in New York
Okay.
because a lot of people have left. So,
Okay.
so New York is fertile ground. New York is fertile
Uh,
ground.
okay.
So, what the seeds you got, you can plant them here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I ain't moving on New
You'll,
York.
no, you don't have to move, but you can plant some seeds.
Yeah. I got
Yeah.
you. I got you. I
You,
got you.
as a man, you got to plant seeds of wisdom.
Malika says she left New York, Atlanta too. Why are y'all leaving Atlanta? I'm confused. Can y'all tell me why y'all leaving Atlanta? I don't get it.
I'll tell you in your DM.
Okay, tell me my deal. But I'm gonna end this stream. Y'all have a wonderful day, and like I said,
You too.
and send me a DM, Rachel.
I definitely will.
All right,
I
have a wonderful
definitely
day.
will. God bless you and
Bye
all your viewers. Bye bye.
bye. All right, YouTube, y'all have a wonderful day. But Kim DM me and Malika DM me. I want to know why y'all left Atlanta. Well, what Malika? Why you left Atlanta? I know why. Oh, probably it's not enough men. But y'all have a good and hold on. Yeah, I'm going ahead and end this.